Happy Monday. One more day till our in-person event. I'm so excited. Oh, okay. So I wanted to come to you guys with a little tidbit about inflammation because it's something that I've been talking about a lot for the last couple of weeks with members. And, you know, infrared sauna, which we have now, which is super exciting and amazing. And, one of the things that it's really great at is reducing inflammation. And something that I encourage every person to check is your CRP. So, a high sensitivity CRP is just a test that is a very general test that will tell you whether or not you have inflammation going on in your body. Every chronic disease, pretty much, is a disease of inflammation. And so, it's very important that you know, am I or am I not having this problem with inflammation? And, you know, anything over 2 is a very high risk for cardiovascular disease, cardiovascular events, strokes, all of that kind of stuff. But also, this is something you can do way, way early in advance of any actual disease showing up in your body. So I definitely recommend that folks get this checked. It's not a super expensive test, and most of the time, your insurance carrier, if you have any kind of symptom, will cover it as far as a lab test goes. So ask your provider about doing that. Like I said, it's not very specific, so it doesn't tell us where the inflammation is happening in your body. But if you are actively trying to improve your health, this is a good marker to know. And it's one to track. So am I moving away from or towards inflammation? So some of the things that will cause us to be high, one big one is having what we call metabolic syndrome. Okay, so having high insulin, those high insulin levels are usually driven by high carb intake. So if you're eating a lot of processed foods, you are probably, your insides are on fire, is what I call it. It's not funny, but this is the thing. So we just did a liver detox, and if you guys joined us for that, you know that like your liver is constantly working for you. And so is your whole body. Like your skin's working on detox, your lymph system's working on detox, your kidneys, your liver, all of that is working together, right? In a perfect world, in harmony. And it is helping your body remove that inflammation and detox. So part of that whole inflammation is a detox that's not happening, right? It's or not happening to the level that you need it. So whenever you're having pain in your joints, I was showing my daughter this morning. You can look up lymphatic massage, but if you can feel the tenderness, that a lot of times we're not draining our lymph like we should because we're stressed, or you're like me and you're always doing this number over the computer. And so, anyways, your body has a lot of systems in place that are supposed to help you detox. But if you're not getting enough B vitamins, you're not getting sunshine. Oh, it's so gorgeous outside. I'm looking outside and I'm like, yes, I want to be outside. I'm about to go for a walk. Uh, if you are, on any kind of medication for chronic disease, probably you are deficient in some area. A lot of them block absorption of certain things or interrupt different patterns, which is what it needs to do in order to give you the desired effect. This is why, so many people will say, and they know, you start one medication and then it gives you this side effect, and then you take another medication to help with that side effect. That's part of the reason why, right? It's like whack-a-mole. You fix this thing, but this thing creeps up. Like statins will cause you to have issues with CoQ10, which you need CoQ10 for a whole lot of other processes in your body. So, anyways, just knowing that and being aware is important. And then you can help your body optimized so that it can actually do the detox it needs to do. So when we're talking about inflammation, right? One of the things that we look at a lot of times is like, what does your diet consist of, right? How can we make sure that we take down some of those refined carbs, which sounds great, but it's like, okay, how do I do that? How do I actually eat different? And so we work on that a lot together. And anyways, I just wanted to let y'all know, like, get this checked, get your CRP checked. See if you've got inflammation going on in your body, and if you do, take care of it. There's a lot of great resources out there. Like I said, infrared sauna is really great for it, and also getting good sleep, staying hydrated, making sure you eat a nutritious diet, all of those things that we know we're supposed to do. And if you're like, I have no idea how to actually do all of that, come tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. We're having our free community event. We're going to be talking all about cholesterol, blood pressure and sex hormones and how they all work together. I had somebody ask me yesterday, they're like, why do I need to know anything about sex hormones? The reason that they're called sex hormones is just because men and women have different ones, and they are the ones that help us actually, do functions in our body, but they're super important. And actually, a lot of cardiovascular disease can be impacted by how your sex hormones are in your body. So making sure you guys get the whole comprehensive view on all of that. And that's what we're going over tomorrow night. We'll have door prizes, and I'm really excited. I know a lot of you have already gotten your free ticket. That just lets us know how many people are coming. And I cannot wait to sit with y'all and hug necks and see people. It's going to be fun. So, y'all have a great day. See you tomorrow.